Sorry now?
Yeah. What's up, YouTube? It's Cyberhorn92 here, and what did you do at the PPG in Las Vegas?
I got top 4.
And what deck did you play?
I played the best deck, Sky Striker
Orcust.
Come on, man. You lost to it. Twice.
And did you remember? did you remember what was your record in Swiss and your matches?
I was X1. I finished second after Swiss. Round 1 I played non-extra deck Dracos, free, 2-0.
You had to look at you like, it wasn't extra deck, that's why.
Next round I played Sky Strikers, 2-0. Next round I played Walter Jewell. He's actually in the final right now. That's my only loss in Swiss. Round 4 I played Chagall Trains. Crazy deck.
Wow.
I think he was on a feature match
No
in Swiss, so that was pretty crazy. Round 5 I played Orcust Mirror. Round 6. Round 5 I actually played him. He played Pendulums.
Yeah.
Then I played an Orcust Mirror, beat him. I played against. I forgot what the fuck I played.
Don't tell them about the Appaloosa misplay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You brought it up. I
I'll
wasn't even
embarrass
thinking about
myself
it.
by saying it, but don't tell them.
Top 8, I played against Spear Strikers. I beat him. In the top 4, I lost to the Mirror, but he played like Scrap Wyvern Engine. And it just kind of went down to a 50-50 play, game 3. I had like 2 spells in Lancia. He had Crescendo and 2 unknowns in his hand. I had to activate Allure, and I didn't. Any dark I banish, I win. I drew 2 spells, so I just shook his hand after that. I didn't even want to play anymore. But let me get into the deck profile.
Let's get started.
My deck is not very standard. I mean, like a lot of the concepts is like from how like originally started, but this is 3 Harp is the best one.
Oh, can you flip upside down?
3 Harp is the best one. You top deck this, you win. I played 3 Nightmare. I drew double Nightmare like the first 5 rounds in Swiss. Like I just drew into another Nightmare. This is all like the second best one, so you end on like a weaker board. You just can't normal summon it. So, Skeleton. Skeleton's better because you can normal summon it, but he's the best one, pretty much besides Harp. And I play 1 Brass Bombard. Actually won me my game against him because I drew 5 Orcus. I think I drew double Nightmare, Harp, Skeleton, Brass. That's full combo. And because I just Brass this. Yalatea, set the return, drew into Engage Allure, and then.
What is the price card?
No, I got a surprise card though. Then I just played 3 starters. I played 2 before. I always draw. Cause I play like a turbo version, so like I always draw multiple normal summons. So like that was fine. I guess not really a spice, but I play this. And it's because like last minute I knew I was playing a large Orcus count, so I just wanted a kind of like generic extender that I can just summon and get these like bad cards out of my hand. So like when I drew it, it worked. So it was pretty good. And theoretically, like a lot of people don't know its effects, but like a lot of times you can just crash into something if they have like there can only be 1. You just pop it in damage step, and then if they like target it, you can like take a card out their hand. So it was pretty good when I saw it. Also, like a lot of people make Appaloosa against Orcus, so you summon him with like you summon him. He's not a he doesn't activate. He's an inherent summon, so he just beats over like Appaloosa for 3. So it's pretty good. I also played, like I said, I played Turbo. No hand traps. I thought hand traps was pretty like very mediocre. And every time I always draw an extra one of this, but you just gotta play it. Like I realized, like I don't lose to the Mirror whether I win the dice roll or not. It's funny because game 1, if I go first, I'm the more consistent deck, and if they have hand traps, like that just tells me that their plays are not like really that real. Like, so if you like ash me and I have a follow up, I can still end on full combo. So now you have less cards to break my board. So there was a time where I got DD Crowed and ashed, and then against a salad player. That's one of the I played against 2 salad players in Swiss. Like he DD Crowed, ashed, and I still full combo. And then like now you playing me with 4 cards, so it's just like, and I have 2 to 3 interruptions. Like you can't play after that and still set up a follow up. Then the weird thing, I just didn't feel comfortable without this in my deck, but I didn't really like it because it's awkward in the mirror. And then like I just wanted it for hand traps, but people was telling me, oh, don't play it if it's just for hand traps, but I didn't really see it. So and when I did, it worked.
Would you play like 2 or 3 copies?
Like it's weird because the format is so diverse. Like you think that because Orcust this deck is the most highly played deck, you think you're gonna go and play like 4 rounds of it, and that'll make things very easy, 4 or 5 rounds. But I only played like 3 today, and I played like 10 rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh. So some people played 5, some people played 7 at a regional or whatever. But I don't know.
And how often did you draw that card today?
This?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really impactful. Like you only really need it for Lancia.
Makes sense.
So like, it's weird. Like it, if your hand's that bad, like you're gonna lose anyway. So I don't know. I'll probably cut it or keep it. I don't know. Then the best one-ofs. The 2 crescendo. These cards. Upstart. Is Upstart consistency. Play 36. Reinforcement. Acts as another starter. Foolish Burial, Extender. Because I don't have a lot of extenders in this deck, so ideally you just want to open up any normal summonable Orcust, so like these, and then a way to like activate return. So ideally you would want to like try to bait anything with like any one of these or any like draw spell, like in, best card in the game right now, Engage.
Chorus of course.
And then after you bait them from there, then you could just like play your Orcust cards. So like this guy, like I play a lot of draw cards, like bait out the hand traps, put 3 spells in grave, activate Engage. If you don't ash it, then I just summon one of these or normal summon that, and I still have full combo. And you just wasted a card. I play this, this. I'm glad I didn't play 2 today because I was gonna play 2, but I'm like it's not guaranteed I'm gonna play Orcust. I feel like it was gonna be a lot of rogue, so I decided to main this instead of siding it. It was really good. Like gets rid of Abapalosa, like strikers. Like even if I play a couple pure strikers, I pop the monster. They can get the ray, and then I pop the there can only be 1. And quick thing, last minute I was on Scrap Recycler just to send this, but I never like if I'm summoning Scrap Recycler, I'd rather just send an Orcust. I just feel like it's just better, so I never want to send this unless I like have 2 Orcust already. But then most of the time, I still rather just send Orcust. And then I'm glad I didn't play that because I got there can only be 1 in top 8, and that's how I lost to Scratch Strikers. It was top 16. I beat him the first game, and the second game he there can only be 1. Then I beat him game 3. And just Cosmic because I expected a lot of Rogue. It's good against the mirror because especially I'm not playing no hand traps, so a lot of times the way they set up their board, they don't have the IP to where like the IP is cutting off a lot of the Sky Striker cards. So you just Cosmic the Babel, and then like if they chain, that's fine, and if they don't, then they just lose out on it, and then you know I just had to play through the back row. It was a main deck.
Babel's nice.
Nice.
Would you play a Dirt Cosmic Cyclone or 2 is fine?
I'll never play 3rd Cosmic Cyclone because like ideally you want to go first, and then like in the mirror you never want to set this card. I never needed a hand trap. Like there was just because I activate this, right? I activate this. I activate this. Like no one's ashing this, and like. Engage. This is like I just played through too much. I think.
Bro, I feel you.
At least it worked for you.
I think the only hand trap that like. I think the only hand trap that I probably wanted to play was like Impermanence. But
And on top
I don't know.
of
I was like in between Impermanence and Chalice in the main.
Look, I'll let you play.
I definitely think
You can't go play.
like Chalice better. Like even playing like Chalice or playing 41 or something like that. Like sometimes I sided these out, but yeah. I mean, it was overall pretty good. I just picked this deck up. I wanted to play it, so.
Looks like a conglomerate. See, that works.
Best card. Cause like in the mirror, like if they lancet you too, like you just bring back like a Kagari if they used it, like set up for next turn if you have any normal summonable Orcust. And then if not, you take a Dingirsu to force out the Babel already, cause they don't always have the skeleton engraved. If they had to do like a weaker combo, this is too good. Won me my top 8 match too, so that's pretty good. And then of course the 3 Galate. 2 borrowed these. I borrowed a lot of cards. 2 Nightmares. One Gisu, of course.
You don't play Orcust?
Well, Crushron is good, but no room for it. You got a better link for this card. It just wins games. Like Salad, They Desires, Yugizmic. That's already 66. Nightmare, that's already 72. That's game.
That's game.
If I, it's a
It's
game.
just big.
It's just like, yeah. Bull Sword. Like the funny thing is like certain decks, like you know, like a lot of people are playing like Rogue. So I played the Shadow Trains. Like I know he's not playing hand traps. He's playing stuff like Chalice. So like you could safely make this. I hate summoning this card. I never want to summon it unless I know for a fact I have a game because he takes up a lot of resources. Of course, the IP is pretty good. To be honest, this card underperformed today. Every time they just like into battle, it's like fine. But it's like you kind of have to make it because, like, I don't know. It's weird. This card is good. You have to play it too. Link Karibo, it's actually cool because. So say you have like Galatea and you have like Harp. Say you have like a normal summon. So you just send this. You have like a Nightmare in hand. So like you have this on board. You just send this. You have a Nightmare in hand. Special summon. This tribute it for like like Link Karibo, and then you can special summon that. So now I just got like an extra free extender for no reason, and then sometimes like I make this here, and then so they can't like bait out the IP with just one attack. So you have to have like 2 attacks, and by then they have to like most of the decks have to commit. So Brass definitely was good at 1. Even consider playing Boral Savage, but I just rather do standard Orcust stuff. Yeah, extra deck was pretty good. I kind of like wanted to play Bomber, but I feel like the decks that I want Bomber against, like it wasn't even that good. Like I guess like Pendulums or Thunder, like Danger Thunder. I didn't really need it against them. And this. That's the iffy on playing this or Hayate, but because like you could just send the engage and then add it back, and then it points down, which is really good. But Shizuku came up today, surprisingly, because like you'd end on like this, and then they'd like, depending on what they got, you just be like, all right. You impermanence this. I make this now, like have my Petition on field, and then I like and engage. And I didn't even search engage. I just searched Shark Cannon against like, the striker player with like Shark Cannon for next turn. And you know strikers, they can't OTK you, so you just sit there. If you kill this, I draw. I get another card. So Shizuku was pretty good today. I actually summoned it more than used to. Weird, but shout out to Justin for this card, Monster Reborn. It's too good. Side deck. Worst card in my side deck. Only good against Salad. Everybody else plays around it. I really wanted to play it because theoretically it's good against the Striker mirror, like Orcust mirror, but because I wanted to play Kaijus, right? Because you Kaiju the Masquerena, I didn't like that because my hand had to be like really good. Like I wanted to play Radiant. And I give them a 2800 body that if I don't kill, they have a big body just to like push. So I'd rather play Nibiru. And a lot of people don't respect the Nibiru. So I wanted to play it, but it just sucked. Like even against the mirror, I just sided other stuff. Like siding patterns are different for this deck. You definitely like Into the Void comes out every game. Like if I know I need to side in like hand trap, like Lancia and Nibiru, I side out the Into the Voids. But like if I'm playing against Strikers, like I literally just keep the Into the Voids in, put in Twin Sisters, and then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, you could go first. So yeah, so I guess the Twin Sisters, since I said it. Lancia, I was honestly scared to play this card because of Shark Cannon in the mirror, but everybody else is kind of playing like 15 spells, so that never came up. Lancia is definitely correct. Played 2 Pranker Chops, very last minute choice. It was either this Mind Control or Dark Ruler no more. I sided in a little bit, a couple times. It was good.
Will you play a third Kinder Top?
Like it makes the plays awkward, like with Engage and everything like that, but definitely 2 is fine. Just 2 system down. So this is what I normally bring in against Orcust. So like if you win, like even if you lose a dice roll against the Striker Orcust, a lot of times you can break their board, and then because you set up so much interruption, like they just can't win. So if you draw like any one of these cards, then you just win. Because like the Orcust mirror is all about like cutting them off their like Orcust effects and then making sure you have more follow-ups than them, and just pushing for like small amounts of damage.
Was 2 the system down was perfect number for you, or would you probably play 3 system down?
I don't want to play 3 because of like Lancia, and I had like a lot of like draw power too. Like, there was times where like I had this and a lore, and I'm like, I hope you don't stay in my face Lancia at me. And then I go a lore, and then activate this. But so it's like weird. It's definitely a weird format, but I did pretty good. This card overperformed today. It was really good. Like, hits IP, gives you another spell. It's something like you could set under like Into the Void and have something like very reliable. I know against the trains, like they make Dora and he's 4,000 defense, so even with the Nightmare on my strongest monster, then Girsu can't even beat over that. So he goes detach, activate effect to make it unaffected, and then I just chain that so he's not unaffected. And I can just send him to graveyard and push. So this card is definitely good. Hits Dweller, hits Ding in the mirror, hits Galley. Probably should be in permanences though. So that's probably one of the things I would change. Probably like even change like these.